Vice President Bharrat Jagdeo told a recent press conference in the presence of former Finance Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Winston Jordan, was due to Jagdeo's charitable heart. He said that Jordan's role in the Finance Ministry was infinitesimal. On the program Nation Watch, Jordan said that Jagdeo learned from him. In fact, he's still learning, says Jordan.
When the government came into power in October 1992, I wasn't in Guyana. I was a one-year Fulbright Fellowship, the Hubert H. Humphrey Fellowship in the United States at Penn State. It allows you to be attached to a university. I was attached to Penn State University, and then it has all other facets of it, including visits to various American institutions, study tours, and all these kinds of tours.
Jordan said he returned to Guyana in July 1993. He was a public servant appointed by the Public Service Commission. He was therefore not subjected to the political displacement.
So Jagdeo couldn't keep me on. I was a tenured public servant. He couldn't get rid of me or keep me on. I was appointed by the Public Service Commission as the first director of budget. And when I came back in 1993, I felt a coldness in the ministry, with two political commissars running and creating havoc in the ministry, Jagdeo and Ramon Gaskin.
He said that Carter Center had asked Jagdeo to prepare a brief on Guyana's economic policy.
So, meanwhile, the Carter Center people heard about me, because I was the budget director, heard about me, asked to see me. I told them fine. They came, we had a good, decent discussion. And they asked me if I could produce a short paper, they said no more than 3 or 4 pages, highlighting some of the key issues. And they gave me again the format that they wanted to be done. And I quickly did it for them, short shrift, gave it to them. And there was a girl in it, and she thanked me profusely. She said, this is the kind of thing I'm looking for. And she'd been asking government officials for the papers prior to the conference agenda get going, and she couldn't get it.
He said that Jagdeo, having not spoken to him since he returned, walked into his office and told him about the Carter Center request. He asked Jordan to assist him with his brief for the Carter Center.
Long and short, I did it. And obviously the Carter Center liked it, accepted it, and so on. And I'm telling you, from the ending of that conference, it was, I think, a 3 or 4 day conference, this guy held on me like white on rice. I suddenly became the person for him to attach himself to.
Jordan did the 1994 budget. Asgarali, recruited from Jamaica, was the finance minister. He said that he saw ethnic discrimination and racism in the finance ministry.
So I resigned effective that August and went to the private sector and so on. That same night, that same day I resigned, Jagdeo called me at home. Said he heard that I resigned, wanted me to come back. I said, no, I'm not going to come back in the public service. And so I said, no. And then in that conversation, expletives and all kind of things, cussing out Asgar and so on, right? But I said, no, I ain't coming back. I continue working at SEMCO.
The late Cecil Regina then informed him that he was going back to the finance ministry.
He said, Jagdeo wants to go back there. And so said, so done, right? By the June, he called me and tell me, man, come back in the ministry. I said, no, I'm not coming. But he said, no, I'm going to pay you as a consultant.
Jordan returned and worked in the ministry for 12 years. But before that, Jagdeo was appointed finance minister in 1996. The budget had to be presented.
I was trying to help him to prepare the estimates and the speech. I indicated to him that I was prepared to write every other section of the speech, but he must do the introduction and the conclusion, because that was the place for the politics and so on. Mm-hmm. I did not really want to get involved in politics. I guarded my technical status zealously.
Jagdeo was supposed to do the political part of the budget.
I was in my office writing, and I went over to his office to ask about a policy. When I entered the office, there were about 18 pieces of balled up paper. I asked myself what the hell was going on here. I picked up one of them, and there was the first line with something. And I asked what was going on. He said his thoughts weren't flowing. The long and short of this story is that I had to do the introduction and the conclusion. The Honorable Member, Mr. Jagdeo, has never produced a single budget at the Ministry of Finance. Never ever.